Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 5, Episode 16 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we go for Invincibility. We have, who are we playing? Barry Town and Afan Lido in the final two league games of the season, and if we avoid defeat in both those two games, we will have the O at the end of the year, and we will be invincible, which will be a wonderful, wonderful thing. So we can see that Barry Town is down there in 5th, Afan Lido in 3rd, Barry Town's at home, Afan Lido is away. So, I mean, we beat them 7-1 in the Cup, of course, last semi-final, last episode, didn't we? So they're going to be wanting revenge, but let's hope that we don't give it to them. Now, before we get underway today, there is one thing we do need to quickly do. Of course, next episode will be the end of season awards. That means it's time for you guys to vote on the Viewers Player of the Year. Let's have a look and see who's nominated. So the way we've worked out the nominations is you guys obviously put in your nominations in the comments. Thank you so much for those. Anybody who received more than one nomination is on the short list now for the Viewers Player of the Season. So first up in alphabetical order is Damien Allmark. 11 goals for him this season, 4 assists and a match average rating of 7.21. The second nominee is Adam Maurice. New signing, of course, this year. 14 goals for him, 16 assists, an average rating of 7.76. And the third nomination is Daniel Williams. He had 5 goals, 4 assists, and an average rating of 7.5. There's a little eye up there at the top of the screen. Click up there, vote for your favourite, and we will announce the winner in tomorrow's end of season award ceremony. But let's get back to the football. Starting with our game against Carnarvon. We took the lead when Burke crossed for Sears to volley home. And we doubled our lead when Gosney ended a goal-mouth scramble. Ryan Burke added a third before half-time, before substitute Adam Maurice crossed for Sears to head in his second. So there we go, 4-0 in the end, a comfortable win. Sears, goal-scoring machine, has been the end of this year with a double. Gosney and Burke as the defenders get the job done for us in front of goal. You can see there, match stats, we absolutely smashed them. Player ratings tell the same sort of story there. But let's not waste any more time, let's get to today's first game. And this is what we're up against in Barry Town, our final home league game of the season. We have a decent record against Barry Town. We have a quick look here. They're, of course, a Scott Rusco coach team these days after he was sacked from TNS. A balanced standard playing style. We'll get the Rusco bus park. If we have a quick look here, that's what we're expecting. See, they do like to generally attack down the wings, mostly down the right-hand side, though. Passing network there and key passes as well. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out for this final home game of the year. It's Jaycock in goal. It's Cooper, Williams, and Gosney, the usual back three. It's Sears down the right, Burke down the left. It's York and the youngster Owen in midfield. Giving him some game time at the end of the season here. It's Dixon coming into play as a number 10. Again, young, good, promising player through the academy, giving him some game time. It's Simic, and it's Buston Brew going up top. The reason Buston Brew is going up top, if we have a look at the Premier League top goal scoring chart here, he's only 2 off the top goal scorer. So we're giving him a chance to see if he can win the Golden Boot for the league in his final year as a first team player before we retire him back to sort of reserve team football. So here we go, we can see it is the Rusco bus that we're up against, that famous formation of his. Now, he does have a habit of ruining our day, doesn't he? Well, we should challenge him to pick up where they left off. We were, of course, quite good last game. With that, was it 7-1 in the end? Carry straight on where you left off last game. Give them some calm, we have faith, and let's hope we can do just that. I have just finished recording today's Leeds United episode. I don't usually promote one series and the other one, but I'm absolutely exhausted. If you've never watched the Leeds series, go and watch today's episode. We've got 2 games to go in the season. We're neck and neck with Liverpool for the title. We have to go to Anfield. It's an emotional roller coaster from hell, basically. It's a really absolutely exhausted. So yeah, if you haven't watched it and you are kind of interested, I would recommend going and having a look at that. Buston Brew's been caught in possession there. So today, basically, I just like a nice, relaxed, chilled out, go Invincible kind of episode because I'm just absolutely wrecked. Here we go. Owen, the youngster, gets on the ball there. Looks forward to Simic. Now, can Simic find Buston Brew in the middle? What's he going to do here? He lays it in there nicely for Owen. The youngster, he's got Sears with him. He finds him. Owen crosses back post. Burke over the bar. And it remains 0-0. Let's give it a demand more here, perhaps. See if we can kick them on a little bit here. We do have good options on the bench as well. We have another youngster, Jay Jenkins, who ideally we'd like to give some game time to. just to make sure he sort of develops into a decent enough right back for us. But we want to make sure we've sort of in a relatively comfortable position in the game before we do that. Here we go, free kick. It's there, it's early, it's Simic, and Simic just plants his header into the back of the net. 15th goal of the season for him. Ryan Burke, God knows how many assists that is for him now. But an excellent free kick and a well-planted header there. Look, the marking's absolutely disgusting. No one went with him as he pulled off to the back post. And maybe one from the training ground there. So that 1-0, is it coming into the break? Yes, it is. And we are actually one game away from breaking the club record for most wins in a season. So right now that stands, I'm going to say I'm not happy with that. A lot of these match ratings here aren't fantastic. At 27, this, if we were to win one more game, it would be our 28th win of the season. So let's hope we can get that done here. And then go to Afan Lido with Invincibility still to play for. Yeah, and of course, we've got the cup final coming up tomorrow. I'm sort of torn what to do in the Afan Lido game, whether we just go full reserves to make sure we don't get any injuries. Burke, no. Or whether we go with the strongest team. I mean, how important is Invincibility? We missed out on it in the last game last season. It would be heartbreaking to do that again, wouldn't it? Sears, cross to the back post. Burke is there, and again, Burke just hasn't got his radar on today, has he? Another free kick. Burke knocks it in. This time it's Reece Williams at a penalty. It looked like Reece Williams was pushed away. Buston Brew's going to take the penalty. Is this going to be goal number 69 in his Bala Town career? Go on, Buston Brew. Come on. Sticks it in. There we go. And that is 2-0. That should hopefully seal up at least not losing the game. Take us another game closer to Invincibility. It looks as though it is going to come down to the final day again. Buston Brew just tucks it away nicely. 69 goals for the club. Significant number for some, perhaps. And is that enough of a lead now to look to make some changes? Burke. It's Reece Williams, and Reece Williams just over the bar. You know what we might do? We might make changes in wide areas. I want to give Jay Jenkins a little bit of game time. And Adam Maurice, will give him some game time down the left as well. I think Maurice and Burke are actually in sort of like this weird battle for Golden Boot between the left side of our left back and our left winger are just somehow scoring goals for fun this season. Let's give it a demand more if we can. We've absolutely dominated the game. We've seen absolutely nothing from Rusco's Barry Town. And it looks as though we are going to go to the final day yet again. Invincibility still intact. Free kick. Gosney makes... Oh, he's offside. So it isn't 3. It will remain at 2-0. It's, 40 seconds to go. It's unlikely that we'll get another goal from here. But good, too, to see Owen step in, the youngster in midfield. Not really miss a step, which is nice. Buston Brew, can he get another goal? No. Now, depending how it's that TNS striker did, that Hector, whatever his name is, Buston Brew could find himself... He's only a goal off of the Golden Boot right now. It was offside. We don't really care, to be honest, do we? Because it doesn't matter, because we've already won the game. 2-0. They only had 2 shots on goal the entire match. Well done, boys. On we go. So there we go. Bala Town hammer Barry Town. I don't know if we hammered them, but we certainly were the better team. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back for the final league game of the season. We're 90 minutes away from Invincibility. Can we do it this time? We better. I'll be really annoyed if we don't. Hi, Tyus Browning. Hey, mate. Aussie Villain. Good, thanks, mate. Good. Listen, I was hoping to get a response from you regarding our contract offer. What? What do you mean it's not good enough? You want more money? Mate, some things are more important than money, like playing, at the top level. I'm obviously talking about the Champions League, mate, not the Welsh League. Okay, welcome back. I know I did end up, I know there were some comments about how we should offer this guy a contract. I did end up offering him a contract, even with the release fee, and basically he just wants too much money. He wanted to go up to, I think the minimum he would take was about $4,000 a week. The most we could offer was 3, and it just didn't work out, obviously. So he'll probably end up in a championship club, I would imagine. He's wanted by Preston and Swansea there. So I don't think we'll pursue him any further. We'll have a look in the summer, but if he wants too much money, he wants too much money. There's not much we can do about that. But let's have a look at what we're up against here in the final league game of the season at Afan Lido. We are going for Invincibility, and of course we did beat them last time we played them just by the 7-1. David Diora is still the manager, still a cautious, direct style of play, and we know roughly what to expect from them here. This is how we're expecting them to line up. Their heat map there, we can see there is some space to get down the sides of them. Passing network and some key passes there as well. Not afraid to go long, but yeah, it just kind of is what it is. This is the team that we're sending out to hopefully get the job done. Now, we are going to change formation here a little bit, and we're also a small risk that we're taking in trying to get some match fitness into some players' legs before the cup final next weekend in the game. So it's Jaycock in goal. It's Burke, Williams, Gosney and Sears. We're going full strength at the back. York and Daniel Williams comes back in after his injury. He needs 90 minutes to try and get some match sharpness up here. Ap Gareth comes in to play down the right with Dixon and Maurice. Buston Brew goes up top. If we have a quick look at update of the goal scoring charts, he is 1 goal behind Hector, whatever his name is here. Now, he has played, how many games has Hector played? I'm assuming he would have played more. He's played league games, 29 league games for his 14 goals. Buston Brew has only played 14 for his 13. So he's got a really good record in the league. So if Buston Brew gets a goal, well, if he needs to get one more, obviously, than Hector does, but he will win. As long as he's equal, he will win the Golden Boot. Let's see if we can get him there. So I'm sorry, Damien or Mark, I would have given you the start here, but I'm sure you understand. Let's see what we can do here. You can see they're lining up in a 4-4-2 formation. So maybe going with wingers is a little bit of a risk. I'm going to say I expect nothing but a win here. We've stressed out Daniel Williams. There we go. We've got him back on board. Some calm. We have faith for everybody else. And let's get out there. And let's see if we can do this invincibility thing. Second time of asking. Let's hope we don't choke again on the final day. Let's tell them to get creative here. An early goal hopefully will settle our nerves, and on we go. It is a bit of a risk. Maybe it's a little bit silly not going with. We're apprehensive. That's not what we wanted. Maybe not going with the 2 strikers up top again. But I just thought to gives Maurice some game time here as well as keeping Burke match sharp. I have scheduled a friendly. This is, I think, the Saturday or Friday. I have scheduled a friendly for the Sunday, so after this game, to try and get minutes into players' legs before the cup final that aren't playing in this one. Again, we've got Dixon going in the number 10 role, just sort of more like game time for the future for him. We do have Waite on the bench. There's a good ball down the line there for Ap Gareth. He digs the crowd. It's a Maurice, and it's Ap Gareth to Maurice. A 15th goal of the season for Adam Maurice. Has he just tacked on a couple of extra votes in the Viewers Player of the Season award there, I wonder. But Ap Gareth, a really, really good cross. A nice ball down the line there from Sears as well to find him. And went past Buston Brew. Maurice coming in, taps it home, and with his, is it left foot, right foot? Probably his left foot. No, it'd be his right foot, wouldn't it? Anyway, he's tapped it home. Doesn't matter what foot it is. And we're 1-0 up. And we are now 2 goals conceded away from invincibility. Williams! Oh, it's at the inside of the post. It's almost just sat on the goal line. And it's cleared away for a corner. If we were to get a second goal, then that surely would be invincibility done. They've hacked that clear eventually. And let's see what's going to become of this. And absolutely nothing is the answer. Looking nervous. Dixon's injured himself. Alright, well, we'll get James Waite on for that. Hopefully it's not too serious for Dixon. I mean, if it's likely going to be season ending, but hopefully it's not going to be something that's going to sort of hinder his progression for next season. We've got, I'm assuming, Burke over a free kick here. Yep, just waiting, I think, for the substitution to take place. In your own time, Burke. We really don't need to be time wasting. There we go. So that was exciting for everybody. Let's demand a little bit more here. Maurice, free kick, back post, Gosney over the bar. Not the best effort from him, to be fair. That was flying over the top. Can we get to the break here with the 1-goal lead? We'd like a little bit more than 1 goal, really, wouldn't we? Burke now, another corner comes flying in. It's Maurice, was it again? No, it's Reece Williams. And again, inches over the bar. And that'll do it for the first half. We are 45 minutes away now from invincibility. Let's go and assertive. Things are going well. You're capable of better. Let's tell the players here that aren't playing well. We do expect to see a little bit more. Yeah, James Waite. More from you, please, mate. We've got a nervous-looking Buston Brew. Come on, mate. You're throwing away your golden boot opportunity here. I'd like to think we could get 1 goal out of Buston Brew. We have an update from the TNS game. TNS, where are they here? So he scored a goal. So we need at least 2 goals. 2 goals we need from Buston Brew. Come on, son. Let's go and get those goals for you. what can we do to try and help his chances here a little bit more? Let's take it off, exploit the flanks perhaps. Let's just... We'll give it a get creative. Here we go. Maurice over a free kick. Knocks it in. It's towards Gosney. It's down. It's a penalty. Buston Brew's going to take it. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Buston Brew. This is number 70, of course. League goals for the club if he gets it in. But more importantly, puts him a goal back of the league golden boot. Buston Brew. Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely shocking. Now, is that going to come back and haunt us? Do we call the season on Buston Brew right there? He's playing a 6.1 all of a sudden. And it looks as though it's all going a little bit wrong. All right. Let's not change anything, actually. It's only 1-0 after all. We do still need to try and make sure we go invincible here. Afan and Lido really look like they've come out to try and limit the damage. They didn't obviously want to repeat of the 7-1. And Buston Brew, unfortunately for him, has fallen short. He's had a chance. He missed his penalty, and that will just about do it for Luke Buston Brew as a Bala Town first teamer, I think. A little bit of a let-off. That wasn't particularly great. So there we go. York gets one over Afan Lido. The injury, it's okay. So it's not the worst. He's out of the cup final, but it's not the worst. And there we go, 43 grand for winning the league. Now, a couple of league records that we did end up with this season. We have broken the club record for most wins in a season. Not the league record's impossible because it's 33 and we only play at 30 games. But one thing we did get, if we go down here to top goal scorers, most goals in a season. Was this a league record? No, it wasn't a league record. So they're club records that we got. Never mind. I'm banging on about absolutely nothing here. Let's go to club records. We will see here that 88 points in a season, 23-24 season. That's a record we've got this year. And we did also get most goals, if I can find that down here for us. Most goals in a season, 83 scored this year. Should have been 84, Buston Brew, shouldn't it? But there we go. But that is it for today's episode, guys. We have indeed managed to go the season undefeated. We are invincible. A wonderful achievement that has been. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, to wrap up the season with the cup final. Hopefully, we'll get another trophy. We haven't won a cup yet this year, which is disgusting, really. Massive, massive underachievement. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go back and vote for your player of the season, the viewers' player of the season, if you haven't done that already. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.